everybody, Natalie at Britannia Kitchen and Home here. Well, we've got Easter just around the corner, but unfortunately we aren't going to be able to have our traditional meals with friends and family. But I think it's still a nice idea to put together a nice meal. You don't have to go to too much trouble. Some people have turkey for Easter, some people have ham. We're in the ham camp here at this household, and scalloped potatoes is our favorite to go with it. Now I like a traditional scalloped potato, whereas my husband likes a cheesier version, so I've just sort of put together a compromise recipe so that we can all get what we want out of our scalloped potatoes. So I've done a bit of prep work here, and what I have in front of me is I have some sliced onions, thinly sliced. I've got some grated cheddar. I have some sliced potatoes. Now I did these on a mandolin so that they're all uniform in size. And if you don't know, a mandolin would look something like this, and it's gonna have a protective cover, and you just do a slide. We sell these at the store. There's all different settings. You can do a julienne for French fries if you like, but this makes easy work. If you don't have one, no problem. Sharp knife will do the trick just fine. And then I have my sauce. So some scalloped potato recipes don't require you make a sauce. I just find it so much more predictable in what you're gonna get, and it only takes 5-6 minutes to throw together. So the sauce that I make is a 1/4 cup of butter, 1/4 cup of flour, 2½ cups of milk, some thyme, salt, and pepper, and I put in a cup of grated cheese to make it a little bit cheesy. So it's really easy. You melt the butter, add the flour, you whisk it together for about a minute, and then you gradually add the milk and just keep whisking until it's thickened for you. So this recipe will make a 9x13 pan. I'm using an odd shaped pan because I like the high sides. You can use a ceramic baking dish like this one. You can use a metal baking dish, you know, your non-stick style, whatever you have at home, it doesn't matter. And then you just simply start layering. So I have buttered and greased this dish. You could use butter or oil. And you just start layering. Now some people get really fussy about making this a beautiful masterpiece. I don't bother with that. Just try and get it even, get it all covered. So these potatoes are about, I would say about 1/3 of an inch thick. You don't want them too thin or it just sort of turns mushy, and too thick, it takes too long to cook. Okay, so we've got nice coverage, just a little smattering of onions, and then some sauce. Don't really need to worry about smoothing it out at all. It just all goes through and bubbles as it's cooking. And we do it again. So we like to serve a spring veg with our Easter dinner, usually asparagus and carrots, and if there's any peas, lots of our family members like peas, and coleslaw. But most importantly for me is the lemon meringue pie at the end of the meal. That's our favorite to serve. These are Yukon Gold potatoes. They seem to do a nice job, but whatever you have at home or whatever you can find at the grocery store these days, that's just fine too. Okay, so another layer of onions. Another layer of sauce. One final layer. Now, when we have this all assembled, you're going to cook it at 350 for 1 hour. Stick a fork in it and make sure that the potatoes are tender enough. And then I turn the broiler on for 5 minutes or so. Just keep your eye on it, and the cheese will get sort of bubbly and yummy. Okay, I think we've got good coverage there. A few more onions. rest of the sauce in there. You can use any kind of milk that you like for your sauce. So if you want to keep the calories down, no reason you can't use a skim milk. I use 2% because that's what we usually have on hand. And then as a final, we just put on the grated cheddar. Great, so again, cover it with foil, 350 for an hour. Check it, turn the broiler on, take the foil off, and you've got some cheesy scalloped potatoes. Thanks for watching.